common thing. Drake's the first one to pull for your girl and your family. Kendrick didn't start that. So I think the minute you start talking about it's like normal clashes or when you're bantering, man, or you say something, someone says something cheeky. The minute you bring in someone's gal or their family members or their mum,
gloves are off.
It changes the whole overall. And if you go through those diss tracks again, especially Kendrick's first two, there's
Well, wait a minute.
Older than life. Old enough to see what a dodo look like. You keep this in?
Are we recording?
Yeah. Should we keep this in?
Yeah. Sis.
Right now.
First of all, say hi to everyone.
Hey,
Hi, sis.
Hi, how are you?
What's up?
Yeah, so
We recording.
yeah, we're recording. So
You on here?
yeah, so
See? BBL Drizzy.
love you too.
BBL Drizzy. Woo!
Alright, I'll let you go. Happy birthday.
Thanks, sis. Thank you. Bye.
Firstly, after
No better way to start the pod.
this is episode 198 of the DSP podcast with myself, Reese. Who's joining the studio to my left? No, keep playing it.
Mr. O. Hey. Ho.
To my right.
Gabriel.
And the guy playing the best of Canada.
Drinks. Beat drop.
Most importantly, everyone, welcome back. Just as important, happy birthday, O.
Yes.
Thank you. Woo-hoo-hoo. 44 and still looking at least 34. I'll take
Do
it.
you believe in safety now?
What, like condoms?
Well, the
We's podding.
song is.
I think I answered that wrong.
The song is big. The song is Big 4-4, no safety. So that's why I asked the question. I must say, what you mean condoms?
I had a feeling I
That's
answered
his
that
type
wrong.
of safety.
I meant a WAP, and I meant a firearm WAP. And man's telling me about.
Does anyone know where that big 4-4 no safety bar comes from?
It's a grind bar.
Big 4-4 and 4.
No.
I don't know.
4-4 and you fall on.
Because it's the UK version. It's big 4-4 no safety.
Is it Stormzy?
You'll collapse like Kojo,
I can't remember who made the original lyric though.
ARAB.
Oh yeah.
No, not ARAB. No. French Montana.
Yeah. What?
On-
Coke Boys.
So special. So special. Big 4-4 no safety. Wait, hold on a minute.
Find it.
It's the very beginning.
While you're looking,
Water.
oh, how's your day been?
Absolutely beautiful. The sun came out. I went to work. Work was great.
Your head back, quarter tan.
It's a lot of head back.
I beg your
Yeah,
pardon.
man. Had a nice day. Really, just a simple, normal day, but just seemed a bit nicer because it was my birthday. Is my birthday. And yeah, just a nice day. And the sun came out, so, just that, ooh, I might go out without a jacket tomorrow. Ooh.
I'm not stupid. I carried a hoodie.
See?
Ain't life such a great thing though that you become 44 years old, still looking healthy.
Ain't invested in the BBL yet.
Do you know what I'm saying? Still around, got your friends around you. Life is good, man. Like, even though there's there's some tough parts of life, it's all part of the story, man. Life is good.
It's just nice. It's nice to be able to look back at growing up, and then just seeing where I am and just enjoying the journey of getting here.
Can't wait.
You know what I mean? Just seeing what's next.
No, seriously, I can't wait.
I'm a cute T-Pain. I can't wait. Ding, ding, ding.
No, because I'm like, I generally say, like, for me.
By the way, can you tell people welcome to the culture to do a T-Pain appreciation post, please?
I will.
Yeah, that's needed.
The T-Pain one, yeah?
Yeah, bro,
okay,
come
cool.
That guy's run was better than most people's.
And he can actually sing.
Yeah,
We all know
I've seen
this.
him live. Brilliant live.
Oh, wait, here it is. No, wait.
Oh, it's from there. I've heard the song Big 4-4, No Safety, but I've
You heard
never.
from Snap Capone. But it's
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
That keeps going back to jail every time I start. His music starts to bang. Mark, how you doing?
I'm alright, man. I'm alright. Life is alright.
It's weird you put on a T-shirt of the team that got eliminated recently from the
I
Champions
know.
League, but
I was just like,
it's a bit brazy, isn't it?
I was going to say, that kit was good.
It's a cold kit. Gabby, how you doing?
I've been good, man.
By the time this podcast comes out as well, Gabriel would have had his 30th birthday, so
can't believe it, boy.
we're gonna clap it as well.
Shit, man, I'm crossing over, man. I'm getting close to the stairs like you're talking about.
Yeah,
You know when you leave your 20s and you're like, oh, well, it's nothing but stairs from here.
My artist calling me uncle. Listen,
No, you know the worst thing is?
Oh, no.
My brethren's younger brother called me uncle the other day, yeah. I was looking at him mad, and I was like... But the thing is, I only accept being called uncle from like my niece and my nephew. But then I realised that my brethren's brother is good friends with my nephew. So he's more so looking at it as a respect thing. I hear it. I'm like, most people, when they're like, one of the youths I coach on Sunday, he's a big man. He's like, yeah, Uncle Reese. I said, bro, I will spin your chin. He's like, he's 23. I said, bro, I'll kick the kid off at your scalp. Like, we're not doing that.
In order to call me uncle, there's got to be...
You'll be under the age of 12, bruv.
Maybe there's got to be a 15-year gap. 15 years.
Nah, make it 19.
Yeah,
That's quite a gap for us. So could
20,
you drop that number a little bit, please? That's quite a number. That's nothing.
I forgot you lot got bad ankles at the top of the stairs.
Make it 20.
Man, we survived breakdancing and jungle music, man. It was tough times.
Well, jungle music's still active, so we're not doing that.
No.
I wanted to ask you, did you wear them things? Like, they were like
God's
onesies.
sake.
Well, brackets.
They were like
onesies?
onesies back in the day. Not tracksuits. They were like tracksuits, but onesies.
You mean a jumpsuit?
Jumpsuits, yeah, but they
Like
used
a
to call them
romper.
something.
A
They used to
romper.
call them- And they were like windbreaker material.
What Andre 5000 used to wear.
Shell
Oh,
suits.
the white.
They used to wear them in the UK. They were like onesies, but like windbreaker material, but like tracksuits.
Definitely didn't do that.
Nope.
I think that may be part.
Sorry.
I think that may have been a part of the acid.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that was a good time.
I don't know what noise that is. But obviously we had a mini hiatus because we had to... I also wanted a holiday, being honest.
It was nice, you know. I can't lie.
It was.
Yeah.
It was nice to have a little break. I didn't have no editing to do. I was just like,
Oh,
yeah.
bro, listen, I was happy. I think me and Mark went and saw... went to a screening
Guy.
the other day, went to see the Full Guy.
Good.
Very funny. Mark didn't
Hilarious.
like it. Mark didn't like it. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I thought it was hilarious.
I love Bullet Train. That's nothing close to Bullet Train.
I'm gonna trust that guy.
I thought it was hilarious. Like it's
Still
It's
an
a-
amazing film.
it's a
that
good
done.
mix of silly, but the action sequences in the movie are amazing. Aaron Tyler Johnson is amazing. Is her
I
name
love him.
Is it Holly Whittingham?
Bullet Train.
Holly Whittingham?
Who,
from
Ted
Ted
Lasso.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's in it. The woman who I wanted to be Invisible Woman, Emily Blunt's in it.
Bit of
Yeah.
a crush on her.
Ryan
They were called
Gosling.
overalls. Overalls?
Yes, that's for people working garages.
Yeah, but like they used to wear
Dungarees,
But
man.
as you said that, do you know what breeches are?
That was before my time. Thank you.
No, so I keep using. I said to someone the other day, there's like, they
Brush
didn't know
out
what
your
breeches are. Do you know what breeches are?
Horse things. This has something to do with horses, isn't it?
No, breeches, brackets, braces.
They're braces.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Really?
Fuck off.
Someone said to me the other day, when I said, bro, I'll kick you out your britches. But no one didn't know what they were, innit? And I was like, you know them brackets you just put over it, like the overall things?
Braces.
So that's what they
Oh.
are. And I was like, and then they was like, now I realise why that's funny. I said, yes. I think that, and I think the other day, yeah, so there's been two jokes that I've made, or that have been made, yeah, which are so uncomfortable, but they're hilarious. I may have to bleep this out. So one of them was when I played on Sunday and the black family was cussing me from the sidelines. I said to my centre back's obviously not black. I said to him, "Right, I rattled the whole black family. You would have thought I was a KKK member, yeah." And they started laughing. Right, yeah. They said, "Reese, for fuck's sake, yeah." And the only one worse than that was, so my friend's partner.
Oh wait, there's more.
There's more. Is our club secretary, so she books pitches for us and whatever. So I'll know like whether we're away, whether we're home, etc. and the rest. And when it came up to Easter, I didn't want to play a game on Easter Sunday, bro. Easter's like my favorite time of the year. We're not doing that, right? Yeah.
Caribbeans love Easter, innit?
Love Easter, right? Yeah. Hard bread, harder bread, fish, like
bun and cheese.
Yeah.
Fish, yeah.
Yeah, we love that shit, boy.
So then,
that's one thing I'm a bit jealous about.
Why?
You man enjoy it.
Yeah, of course.
Even like the Jubilee. You man
Enjoy your own culture, man.
No. That's older Caribbeans. I wouldn't do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
No, man,
Allow
like,
that.
we don't Easter. We don't even like. What is Easter to us? Like, what do we do on Easter? Like,
The same thing you do every Sunday.
And I literally this Easter just had this where my partner was like, "Yeah, so what are you doing on Friday? Are you getting your fish?" And I was like, no, I'm not doing a damn thing. Why? She's like, "What? You're not getting fish? You're not gonna make sure you have it?" It's like, what? But then made me aware. I've been aware that it's a.
I've probably had Bammy once in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Bammy.
Not a
so
fan
what
of
do you
Bammy.
eat fish with then?
Hardo bread.
Harder breads.
So it could be snapper, it could be red mullet, it could be sea bass, but the proper fillet.
Fried dumplings.
Because I need to get in on this.
No, you don't. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I'm so happy I didn't make the joke because I was gonna make it.
No,
It's crazy.
I need to try it. Because we have, so, I know I always had this struggle meal before, but it hits. I gege bread with stew and meat.
Yeah.
It's the
Easy.
best struggle meal, but so nice, right? So when you say hardo bread, obviously hardo bread and gege bread is pretty similar. Gege is sweeter, but similar type of consistency, similar ingredients. Basically the same ingredients, just ours probably has more sugar. But how do you eat it with the fish? Like, is it you
hardo
peel
bread.
it off, or is it you put it in the fish? Like, how do you do it?
Either or, I can take some of the fish off, yeah, and then just put it on a harder bread and eat it. Sometimes
That's how we eat bread.
sometimes you butter the bread, sometimes you won't, but
you have it with like a gravy or.
there's usually the fish gravy anyway.
Yeah.
What's that bread and stew?
With onions and stuff.
Onions,
the
peppers,
yeah.
there's onions, peppers.
Big
It's not just like fish.
black peppercorns.
Yeah.
It's their version of bread and stew with fish. That's actually cold.
That's their version. What do you mean by that?
Their version.
What do you mean by that?
No, but it is the Caribbean version of it. Like our African version is we would just have like assorted meats with stew and the bread on the side. And it's the best struggle meal ever.
I can't lie.
Fills you up.
That's a Y as well, bruv.
Wow, here we go.
But yeah, as I was making the joke here, because mum was telling me about assorted meats, it's crazy. Fucking so I said I didn't want to play a game on that day, and then she asked me why, and I said I'd rather pick cotton than play football on Good Friday. So then my friend's partner is not black, by the way. So this makes it funnier. I may have to block this out. So then we had a game just before that, the week before Easter, and then my chairman, who is black, was like, "Oh, have you not got a game this week?" I was like, "No, what?" There's like, "No, we ain't." And he's like, "Oh, why you got a game on in there?" And then she's like, "Ask Reese." She's like, and he was like, "Oh, Reese, why you got a game?" I was like, "Oh, I can't remember." She was like, "No, Reese, you said you would rather pick cotton than play football on Good Friday on Easter Sunday."
Why you gotta have money for?
I find it funny, yeah, because my brother's like, and my brother's, you've been around my brother's super quiet, right? Yeah, my brother's like, what? Like, yeah. So, but he's not saying nothing, and then my friend's partner has repeated it like 3 times, and then my chairman's like, right? Yeah. So then my Shanahan's gone, stop saying it! Right, yeah. So then she's like, "But Reese, I saw you said that." I mean, no, I did say that. She's like, you're making me look bad. And I was like, and then my boy Karim's gone, yeah, once was alright. You can't keep saying it, yeah?
First time.
So I'm dying with laughter because it's so uncomfortable. But listen, I love uncomfortable humour, innit? So as we're back, it's been a week and a bit or 2 weeks, whatever, and we're about to have
time to be alive.
Uncomfortable humour. We're going to talk about
Uncomfortable humor.
some of it's funny and some of it ain't. Right? Yeah. We're going to break down this timeline for us of how we saw the clash between the number 1 selling artist in the world, Drake, and what for me one of the best lyrical rappers on the planet, active lyrical rappers on the planet, Kendrick Lamar. Mm-hmm. So
Wait. Before you start, someone wants to apologize.
Alright, guys. Obviously,
Uh-huh.
We're listening.
Alright, this is what I did. What I was saying to Mark is,
All right, Crody.
I doubted.
That's a triple entendre, by the way.
Thank you! Oh!
I doubted how in touch Kendrick Lamar was with
Everyone else.
everything else and the current nature of music and, you know, being able to make like a diss track which is TikTokable and all that kind of stuff. So I doubted Kendrick Lamar. But
He's a student of rap, though.
hip hop always wins.
He's a student of rap.
Literally. He's
Well,
a student of rap.
Questlove says
Hip-hop always
different.
wins.
Questlove says different.
What did he say?
He said that the hip hop died this weekend.
So whatever. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what he's on about, but yeah, hip hop. What? Because of that.
I think it's more so because he feels like it's a step backwards for hip
I
hop.
think these old people sometimes.
Yeah.
I think the OGs really sometimes just want the spotlight to always be on them, and they need to kind of realize it's kind of like when we was growing up and our parents used to look at Channel U and be like, "Why are you watching this? They're just making noise, racket, blah 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 blah."
That's a
All the
racket.
music-
Racket's funny, by the way.
Well, like my mum and dad would
That's
be
a
like,
parent thing to say,
My
innit?
mum and dad would be
Racket.
like, all your music was about sex, blah 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 blah. And I remember one time.
So was yours. It just
Yeah,
done,
it's
done a better
more
way.
subtle.
I remember one time, H's mum came in on the session, and obviously.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Oh yeah, sorry. Studio session. That was sorry.
You
Studio
gotta
session.
pick your words better than that, boy.
And she's made a joke, and she was like, "I wonder how."
I bet she did.
She's like, "I wonder how your mum feels about because obviously H was saying a couple thingy type stuff." The mum was like, "I wonder how your mum feels about you talking about these kind of music."
When it pays her bill, shame on him.
And I said, "Hold on a minute." I took it for a sec, and then I paused.
I beg you.
I said,
Whoa!
Oh no! Here we go.
Whoa!
I'm sorry.
No, did
You just told us you took it and we're
no,
mad.
did he?
Then I was like, your generation was down with OPP,
Yeah, you know me.
which meant other people's. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't act like.
Don't. Let's not skirt over you saying you took it, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
I
did he?
hear that. But anyway, sorry.
I hear that. I don't.
Let me get back to the point. Hip hop always wins.
Sorry, baby reindeer.
Hip hop always wins, and Kendrick kind of reminded me that this week that hip hop always wins. One, if you are a skilled rapper and you're a student of the game, you always win, right? And I think as well, I was having this conversation. Last point I'm going to say on this before we get into it properly. I was having a conversation with my brother, and my brother said something like, Drake tricked Kendrick Lamar into thinking that stuff was real, and Kendrick Lamar said it. Masterclass, tactician, Drake won that round. And I said to him, that's not hip hop. That's not hip hop. All that AI, super intelligence, army intelligence bullshit of, getting scientists to trick information and that's not hip hop. Hip hop is bread and butter. Hip hop is water, lemon, and sugar. Hip hop is flour, eggs, and water. It's very simple. It is who's got the best bars, who's got the most disrespectful disses when it comes to a battle. It's not about intricate play and Pep Guardiola tactics and no.
It's not 4-4-2.
That's whatever Drake did by trying to do that is not hip hop. And I think that's where.
So you believe that Drake did that?
No, I don't. But I believe he tried to fool people that he did that, and that is
Yeah.
not hip hop. Because even if he did do it, that is not hip hop. I'm
Agreed.
sorry, but it's just not. It's not hip hop. So whatever you were trying to do there is the reason why you lost the battle. Because Kendrick is actually a student of the game, and he knows. What
I don't
tracks
think
are
that's
about.
the reason why he lost the battle.
Before we even, because we're going to.
It's one of many reasons why he lost the
I'm gonna
battle.
be honest. We're gonna do the timeline on this year, and even on doing the timeline, I'm gonna make sure if this conversation is going all the way to the left, I'm gonna add, conversation for the right. The reason why I think that's garbage in a rap battle, for example, unless you're showing paperwork, anything can be used.
Yeah.
But if that was his play, for me personally, you would have stopped that. You would have stopped that before.
Or recorded yourself doing it, and then put it online.
You would have
Say,
stopped
yeah,
that from before.
I planned this.
As a play, and even on the last track, it didn't sound like that. So let's go by the timeline, yeah?
Yeah.
So the timeline of this has been going on for coming up to a month. a month and a bit, right? Yeah. So the initial track, like that, Metro Boomin, March 22nd, right? When the beat came out, right? Yeah. So obviously, people who've followed it now, we've spoken about this on the pod before. Originally, when First Person Shooter came out, it was supposed to have all three of them on it. I think between Kendrick and Drake, we're playing. I can't remember what the correct term is, but there was basically who's going to send the verse and who wasn't. But I think, but I've also heard Kendrick didn't want to put it out because I was basically saying, well, I've still got an issue with you, so we're not doing this. So that song came out, big free stuff, whatever. I've also heard about the mid three. The mid three is Meek Mill, Big Sean, and probably Wale, which I think is bang out of order.
Mid three.
Right, yeah, but obviously Like That came out, and everyone was shocked about how aggressive and direct Kendrick's verse was. We've spoken about that. It's a good verse. It spun people aggressively. Cool.
Can I just say also, now looking back, knowing now what we know, looking back at that verse, the aggressiveness of it, and that the line that sticks out makes so much more sense and is so much more mean.
What line?
Fuck the big three.
It's just Big Me.
Now knowing...
By the way, Drake took a line out of Mark's book, by the way. He called himself Big D.
So let's keep with the timeline, because we get... Sorry, I just want to throw that in there. Throw that in there.
Nasty bastard.
You nasty bitch.
Carry on.
So then, all right, cool. So that came out. It was silent for, I think, 22 days.
Yeah.
And then...
No one that complained about Drake being silent.
No, people were about we respond or not. And Push-Ups came out.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Push-Ups, which obviously inferred about Drake's partner or ex-partner. It inferred about his splits. It was a cool song. Right, yeah. I'm not going to be disrespectful. It was a cool song. But it was also both of them just throwing jabs. So I think Kendrick came out the gate with probably a swing. I wouldn't say it missed. I think it caught him. Right, yeah. And then Drake came out and then a counter hook. Cool, no problem. And that was on the 30th of April. So, that was the 13th?
Although, Like That was a verse, Push Up was an actual song.
Yeah. But
Just throwing that
Drake tried to obviously put it out, left it, and then back to back, probably a couple of days later, maybe a week later, I put out Tailor Made.
Yeah.
Where
I think
Tailor
that's
Made.
his first mistake.
So, tell me why. Go on.
The AI thing.
So that's what I was gonna say. So Tailor Made, which because I think this whole rap battle, there's songs where I can say that Drake probably out-rapped Kendrick on certain things, but I think Kendrick's strategy was probably better. But I think there's a Caribbean term that says "dapping over frightened," and I've said this on the pod multiple times, yeah. So when Tailor Made came out, obviously it's linked with the Taylor Swift thing. Taylor Swift's DJ, obviously Taylor Swift's album came out that day. Fine. For people whose album came out during that time, you got Beyonce's album, Taylor Swift's album's gonna do numbers. I felt sorry for them because it's kind of like
overshadowed.
Yeah, but it's music in it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
and it's two of the biggest artists on the planet. So Taylor Made came out. You've got AI voice from
Snoop
and
Tupac. I'm one of them people where when you look at Tupac as an icon and what Tupac meant to hip hop, and if you go through archive footage of Tupac, it's not and especially when you know that Tupac's from LA, he's from New York, but he's you know what I mean. He's more known in the West. Yeah. It's not something you do when you're clashing with someone from the West.
No.
Right. Yeah. Especially someone who is like a big Tupac fan, and I wouldn't say he epitomizes what Tupac is, but he epitomizes the aura of the type of music Tupac made away from hit 'em up.
Substance.
And so consciousness.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously that happens. We understand the track was up. The track got taken down. Cease and desist stuff. So that song was out on the 19th of April. On the 30th of April, Euphoria dropped.
But no, before that, you had Drake doing memes and stuff like begging
the bots.
K-Dot to come out.
So the thing with this battle is, Drake played this game, in my opinion, the way how he played the game with Meek. Which was because of me always being switched on the internet and alert, I'm going to use, people say bots or whatever, like, I'm going to proof of that, so I'm not going to use it.
I'm going to use the internet.
He used the internet.
It wasn't hip-hop. It was too computerized.
But I wouldn't say it's not hip hop.
It's the adaptation of what hip hop is
It's
now.
like that people say Pusha T just affected this songs now because of the bomb he dropped within that, right? Yeah. So if we're looking at it, the definition of hip hop in 2024 isn't what hip hop was
Exactly.
5 to 10 to 15 years ago.
I do agree, but I just think when it comes to stuff like clashes and battle rap, that never really changes. Even with like grime, Lord of the Mics is always going to be two guys,
That's a why.
one microphone. No, literally, it's
That's
always,
a why as well.
No, but it's always going to be.
That's the why as well, by the way. Crazy.
But a clash.
I tried not to, but the more it made sense, the more I was like, well, you don't want to be
clash is
Lord.
always going to be a clash, right? There's certain things that you have to respect. Same way, I know the Caribbeans
Wants
have the
to be
sound.
Lord.
They have the
Sound clash.
sound system culture, right? That's not going to change. You can't computerize that.
Well, man,
make
fit
it
him in
something
mics,
else.
but okay.
And I think
It's not two man and one mic.
no, but that's what Lord of the Mics is, though.
Makes it even worse.
That's what. No, but
Talk to Jam about that, bro.
but in general,
my God.
In general, I
Yes.
think with hip hop, whenever there's like disses and diss tracks, people just want to strip it down to what. Oh, you know what? This is crazy. This is crazy. No, you know what it is.
Continue. I'm listening.
People just want to bring it back.
Mind game's gone.
People just want to bring it back to the essence, right? And the essence is go in the studio, make a diss track, put it out there. And I think
People want disrespect.
Yeah, that's all it is. And I think even like adding hooks to diss tracks, right? I'm not really a big fan of adding hooks to diss tracks. But at the same time,
Me neither, because
one
for
of
me,
my
I never
favourite
see diss tracks as an actual song. I see it as
Right.
a battle. You just
But
Also-
then at the
also-
same time,
go on.
Ether had a hook, right? And I was talking to my brother about this, and my brother said, "Hit 'Em Up had a hook," and I said, "Not really. He said it once in the song. If you actually listen to it, he only said it. The corner comes and you see super. He said that once, and didn't say it throughout the whole song again, right? But I think Kendrick understood that. Drake didn't understand that. Drake understood the clown shit, the new school TikTok. I'm gonna make him a joke. I'm gonna get AI.
But it almost did
be
work.
Intelligent.
But it almost worked.
It almost worked, but I think hip hop wouldn't allow.
As someone
it to
said, no.
work.
I disagree. If he clashed anybody else that wasn't him, it
It
works.
would have worked.
But no one else embodies hip hop the way Kendrick does, though.
Cole does.
Cole,
There's a couple, man.
But I don't think Drake could have got away with that with J. Cole.
But
I think
they're
J.
actually
Cole
friends.
was
But they're
cool
actually
as well.
friends.
Yeah,
And, and as I even get into like Euphoria, he speaks about, he pre-warns him, because obviously you have to understand, with like the Pusher thing, with the Common thing, Drake's the first one to pull for your girl and your family. Kendrick didn't start that. So I think the minute you start talking about, it's like normal clashes, or when you're bantering, man, or you say something, someone says something cheeky. The minute you bring in someone's gal or their family members or their mum,
gloves are off.
it changes the whole overall. And if you go through those diss tracks again, especially Kendrick's first two, there's pre-warnings. When man's saying, I was trying, and Drake's saying, I'm trying to keep it PG, you've instigated the chat of talking about someone's comfort zone. I get it, gloves are off, but I live and die by the phrase of, before as we get into the next one, I think there's two sections. There's the, we're gonna bar up and see what it is, and then there's the, if you get disrespectful, the other section of bar ups gonna get disrespectful too. I think because Drake wanted to go to the disrespect stage, right? Yeah, it went awry quickly because he is the instigator of the disrespect.
Yeah.
So
Out of 10, how much do you rate Euphoria?
Me, 10.
8.
10. It goes
So-
down as top 10 diss track. Though.
So
I'll give it
the double entendre of
A solid 9.
Euphoria.
Yeah.
He's an executive producer on the show Euphoria. If you're looking at the scheme of things where all of the diss tracks come across, it's about young teenagers having sex. It's also questioning Drake being around young people.
He did warn him on that too.
Fam, Teddy Pendergrass. Teddy Pendergrass was in a car accident, ended up in a wheelchair Jimmy. That was Drake's character on Degrassi.
Also with the beat, he's big on, for the whole of the diss tracks, he's talking about culture and he used a soul sample of like black culture. Yeah. So he goes, like everything on the track where he's talking about it, I think.
The DMX part as well, that Drake didn't understand.
From the interview, Don't Like the Way You Think, I think he picked it up from some book thing, he didn't understand it was a DMX reference.
He thought it was from 10 Things I Hate About You.
There were so many references in that even like he played into the boogeyman stuff, but it was like, again, friendly fire, jabs.
He's warning you.
Just jabs. Then
you're better off spinning the block on Pusha T
then
push it me.
He's Terrence something. I'm Terrence Crawford. I'm
whipping feet.
I'm whipping feet. Whooping you out your feet.
Yeah.
No,
is that Crody one? That's not That is the Crody one.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
So
don't
the Crody one is funny.
Because he starts that by saying, "Don't speak on my family." Crody.
So
he said something else cheeky about the not one accent you can sell me.
Yeah.
Insanity.
There's so many bars in that.
So
he made us count 8 bars because you were like, "Wait, what does that mean?" I went, "Oh."
So then the Crody thing's a triple entendre.
Why, Reese? Let us know.
So Crody, for one, is what Crips will call Brody, and it's also what Canadians say as Brody.
And Drake's got
a cat called Crody. But he's also calling Drake a pussy.
A pussy.
So that's 3. Drake made sure to say, if you think you're going to do me something, you better have like triple or quadruple entendres.
He did.
You asked for quadruple entendres.
You got it.
Yeah.
You asked for the boogeyman to come outside.
Yeah.
He gave them to you in the title and in the bars and in the song itself.
Oh, that Daft Punk line.
Headshots for the year.
You better walk around like Daft Punk.
And the beat change.
Remember the fuck you think you playing with.
And that's a lyric from Drake.
Yeah.
The remember part.
I even hate the way you say the word. That's just me, I guess. That
it's silly, it's petty, it's funny. Playful. Right, yeah, and I think the one thing about this rap battle as we get into 616, that I think was amazing about what Kendrick did was there was this thing that Kendrick writes slowly. I mean, as in, he takes long to write. But my understanding was, it's not that he takes long to write. My understanding was, okay, cool. Because I care about the type of music I want to put out, I'm not just going to put out anything.
Yeah, it doesn't rush things.
Right, yeah. So, he cares about the craft of music, i.e. where that Mike Jackson and the Prince thing comes in a lot because everyone's like, okay, cool. We can understand the comparison because one is an elite level hit maker, and that's not to say that Michael Jackson was an artist, but the other one cared about his artistry at such a high level.
Yeah.
Cool. So we go from that, and we go 4 days later, and you get 616 in LA. Ironically, he tweeted out a song because Drake made a comment about Kobe Bryant. He tweeted out a song at 8:24, which is both of Kobe's numbers. Right, yeah. 616 is what? Father's Day.
In America, birthday. Tupac's birthday. It's the day that O.J. Simpson, Nicole Brown was
the case
buried.
Yeah, or the
case. I think she was buried or something.
There's a couple. Like there's a few.
There's so
like he made sure to be very, very.
I get away with killing white women.
Meticulous.
He's calling Drake a
he tells people about him being a fake bully.
That is so cheeky, man.
Calling him a white woman. But the thing is, he doesn't say it at all.
He questions his blackness
again. He lets us find that out.
The reason why, by the time, because this is obviously his second diss track, for example, yeah? Or if we say 3, because he got, 2 diss tracks and a verse, right, yeah? So far, we've heard 3 different types of beats and 3 different types of sounds. And even if he's saying the same things, he's articulating them in a different way. Cool. I'm not even going to linger on that diss track, yeah, because
that was
even
a perfect track for me.
Even then, he kind of lets it be known on that song that behave yourself, because you're asking for me to come outside and battle you, but make sure you got manners when you're doing it. Cool. So then later on that day, Drake drops Family Matters, where he has, for me, probably the best of Drake's songs. Triple beat, triple instrumental. I say probably the second instrumental is probably my favorite one.
Mine too.
That was all for ASAP Rocky, though, isn't it? Majority of it.
So this is one of my biggest pet peeves with this thing. I understand bare people are spraying at Drake, yeah?
But focus on
One person.
Yeah, because that one person is focusing on you.
So where he's kind of done that, I think he's distracted himself by talking about Rick Ross, boom, 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 whatever. Yeah, let's talk about you. You see, if you're gonna hold a bar, like when Kendrick send him for Drake, it's the odd bar for Party, it's the odd bar for Chubbs, it's the odd bar for that.
Baku.
Yeah.
See,
like, yeah.
I don't know these people, but I know these people
It's
now.
an odd bar. So when the first beat drops, I think the first beat's warm. Like I'm listening, I'm like, yeah, cool, this song's tough, right? Yeah. Drill beat comes in. Good that you got the lyrics on the screen. Boom. You can.
That was
retain
his
it.
rollout.
Yeah, and I think that was. I think that was meant to be the pipeline.
Yeah.
But
He was meant to drop that and then bounce and then say peace, I've won. That's the way I looked at
obviously
it.
done the visuals. Obviously, if you're being finicky, you can understand that that's not the GKMD. That's not the Good Kid, Mad City car.
And apparently he bought the G unit chain. 50 didn't give it to him.
boy off Johnny Dang. That's horrible.
Yeah. Obviously, second beat's ridiculous. It's cold. He's rapping. He's rapping. Third beat's cool.
Fired that.
Third beat's cool. Like,
He
I'm not
fired that
Listen,
second
I'm not a
verse.
hater. Like I still like Drake's music, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna act like I don't. But I say that, like, I'll be honest, amazing. Obviously, 8-minute track. He talks about Kendrick's children, loud and direct. He talks about Dave Free. He talks about Whitney Alford,
Who's Dave Free, by the way?
his business partner.
Kendrick's business.
PG Lang, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaks about that. Obviously, he makes comments about our two light-skinned children, even though they probably think eventually playing a part because Whitney Alford is mixed race. Fake. You fake.
Oh, wait.
The slaves free.
Wait, you rap like you're trying to get the slaves free.
Which, for me, I think is a very anti-black thing to say.
It's a stupid thing to say.
It's very anti-black.
It is a good lyric, though.
It's anti-black.
Not from him.
It can be
It's anti-black. If someone's calling you out and calling you like saying that you grew up Jewish, I remember all of this archive footage coming out of him about when people are talking slang and the rest of that stuff, and he don't speak of that because he thinks it's dumb. Like, if someone's questioning where you sit within the culture and that you use the culture in a certain way, and then you say something like that, it comes across very anti-black. Right? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool, fine.
Because your perspective of that situation wouldn't be as just looking at them as slaves. You would look at them as ancestors, our people, what we've been through.
Then
Not what they've been through.
he continues to double down why he talks about Whitney and said obviously that he put hands on her. You probably put hands on her because she's twice your size. So then you've done the height thing before and the shoe size thing, which I think if there was more to it and he spun it better, if he had more time and he was more prepared, I think he could have done more damage. But I think because he kind of done it on, okay, cool, you're a little man, she's a tall girl, rah, and the rest, and it looked childish and petty. Like,
To me, it came across that way.
if you was borrowing with Meek or someone else or someone that wasn't on his caliber, because this is an ego thing. Because you've been at the top, no one can't talk to me, whatever. All these people that don't like him when he's talking about 1v20 and the rest of that stuff, I don't think anybody else could clash him at that level apart from him. Because Rick Ross couldn't do it. Meek was the wrong person. And yeah, people can be like, oh yeah, all these men didn't like him, but now it's all like a 20v1. I was like, it's not so much all these men don't like him. He's probably done something to piss them off. Yeah. Which is away from him just winning in hip hop.
Apparently, I think Rick Ross's ex
He
Drake
invited her to a club.
to
Yeah,
a concert or
yeah.
something.
But
Shady behaviour, man.
Christina,
This is what Drake does, though.
then I'm not going to look at that as anything. I think it's cheeky, but I'm also looking at that, okay, cool. All these men got issue with my man, yeah? But before, they was doing like brethren.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
Kendrick's been consistent in,
I hate you.
I don't like this guy. There's like 10 years plus. And yeah, you go, oh yeah, he took him on tour and the rest of that stuff. But yeah, you took him on tour, but that doesn't mean that there's a level of disrespect that comes with you that I don't have to pally with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be one of them people like, yeah, I took you on tour,
Like,
you should respect me.
If I
Like,
did something, if Mark does something nice for me, yeah, but in him doing something nice for me, career-wise, there's a lot of foul things that come that step in around that. I'm not saying it's you've done one good deed and it whatever. Like you've done foul things regardless of you doing me a favor. It doesn't negate the favor, but it does negate the type of person you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So obviously he puts out Family Matters. As Family Matters is out for 40 minutes?
20 to 30, about 30, I think it was literally 37 minutes.
I think
Apparently.
it was about 20 minutes.
As he drops that, and he talks, obviously, I've already spoken about him saying that he attached to him, he puts out Meet the Grahams. Right, yeah?
I felt like I was literally online as that happened.
So I was sleeping, I woke up on Sunday, and I remember looking at that, and I was like, oh, there's another one.
I mean, my friend like, get up, wake up. Kendrick drop again. I was like, what? I was like, shut up. No, you didn't.
So then, when Meet the Grahams comes out,
Therapy session.
the beats, it's Alchemist beat, innit?
Yeah.
So, beats very
Dark.
yeah. It's very Adam Family-esque, creepy.
Michael Myers walking through the house with a knife.
Yeah.
Lightning crashing out of...
And I think what it did...
The opening of that alone.
What it did is...
Hi, Adonis.
If Kendrick had waited longer, his last song, the Family Matters one, probably puts Kendrick in the mud.
Yeah.
If you wait any longer, you've called man a woman beater, you said the child ain't his, right, yeah, some Billie Jean thing, like Michael Jackson reference again,
Yeah.
cool. You've dropped this 40 minutes after where you address his son, you address his mother, you
And
address
his
his father.
The nerve of you,
Right,
Dennis.
yeah? Then you address the fact that he may have a child, right, yeah? You address the fact of he doesn't want to grow up and he keeps going Turks and Caicos to pay for sex and he's on pills that make you lose weight,
Yep.
right, yeah? Oh, yeah, also, I forgot in Euphoria, V2, that's a fast one, is the machine that helps you lose weight.
Dude, you see when I
Yeah,
found
there's
that
a
out?
V2, that's a, vroom, vroom, it's a machine.
V12, that's a fast one.
Yeah. So then, obviously, he goes back, speaks about the daughter, cosmetic surgery, lack of discipline, and then boom. So he drops that one at that night, or so Sunday.
And basically tells him, this isn't a rap battle we're having. You're literally
backing
having
yourself.
a long life battle with yourself.
I thought that line was perfect.
So then, say that came out at 12 o'clock that night. Just before we went into Monday,
We can do this, but you got to deal with some shit first.
Kendrick drops again.
On your neck.
And I probably think this is probably the back-to-back.
Yep.
Obviously, I was back-to-backs anyway, with Kendrick back-to-back Drake anyway, pause. But this is a song where Kendrick out Drake's Drake. So, the minute I heard this,
It was over.
You went, no, your head went...
I'm gonna stop right there.
All right, let me stop you as well. A lot of things that people didn't notice, and I noticed this the other day actually.
What, that beats in A minor?
not just that. The fact that Kendrick removed the copyrights for YouTube reactors.
Yes, I was going to say that.
So they can get money. King of the people.
Culture person. But then he also used the internet as well. It's like,
The right way though.
so
He didn't need academics.
So then what? I think even academics in fairness has been very fair in this.
A lot, yeah.
He's been very fair.
At first he wasn't.
He wasn't, but he's been very fair.
He had to own
right,
up.
yeah. And
What's the other reactor?
Kai.
Apparently Drake
So
blocked him.
Drake sent Kai. He said stay on stream and the rest of that stuff. And I think that's when Family Matters came out. And then Meet the Grahams came out and everyone was like, ooh, okay. And he was like, ooh. I think it's one of them was like, yeah, it's better. And then when, obviously, Not Like Us came out, and you hear the beat, you get that Compton bop on, you want to just crip walk and shuffle and little thing.
Throw up the gang that you're not even attached to.
And what makes, before I even get to the lyric breakdown of this year, what makes this song amazing for me is the meme game kicks in.
Mm-hmm. The TikTok game kicks in.
TikTok game kicks in.
The pictures.
The pictures, right, yeah, like we're talking about a song that in itself, when it gets jumpy, right, yeah, you naturally want to dance. Yeah, you naturally want to dance, yeah.
You can't keep still when you hear that.
Right, yeah, like you want to shuffle, yeah. So then,
And it's West Coast.
it's a West Coast beat.
But this is the problem that some people have with Drake. Drake hasn't got a sound that he can identify with.
Because there's no Canadian sound other than the Somalian, Caribbean influence,
Somali.
like type of drill. Somali.
Somali. They're not aliens. It's not Somalian. It's just Somali.
He's trying to get me cancelled.
I'm not. I saved you, bro.
Kind of doing it yourself.
Somali influenced.
Or Jamaican culture, which is heavy in. Yeah.
And even it comes down to the accent. Like, Drake wasn't talking with this accent when he came into the game.
He's from the suburbs.
So yeah, so all of a sudden now, this accent's come out. But the reason why this accent's come out is because this is how they're speaking in the hood in Canada now. But it's the Somalis and the Caribbeans that have influenced this accent, and now you're trying to pick it up. There's nothing really authentic about Drake. Nothing really authentic about the sound. But Kendrick Lamar, on the other hand,
But this is,
has roots.
and this leans into the absolute beauty of what lyrically Kendrick Lamar has done in this battle. He has put Drake's whole career in front of the public's very eyes, shown us things that we may not have seen, things we've missed, things that apparently are going on behind the scenes, and things that even kind of lean into things that we've thought for a while.
Yeah.
He spoke.
He's questioning his character.
He spoke on behalf of the culture, and the culture went, "Oh, wait a minute."
Yeah. Because let's not forget, he mentioned about him.
He's made some points here,
He's mentioned about him sleeping with Lil Wayne's girl when Lil Wayne was inside,
which was true,
which is fact,
and everyone forgot that.
And he had to get a Lil Wayne tattoo to apologize. And it
So
makes
he
you think.
didn't have to get the little Wayne.
Not have,
tattoo.
but
He didn't have to
He
get the
did,
but he's got a Lil
but
Wayne tattoo.
in tying that narrative together, for us looking at that, when they're like, yeah, why? That's a bit of a bitch thing to do. Now Drake may not have got that just for that reason. He may have just got it to say,
mentor.
but the genius of it was a dissection. I've never been so excited about music, something happening in music in my life more than this, because I love hip hop music and I love lyrics. So especially when it goes back and forth, I love to see who just does the best work. And Kendrick did so many different songs saying so many different things that it was, like when you watch a manga film and like that one guy's like immortal and then one guy's really quick and he's just slicing him and then running and then slicing. So it was that, and it was just really everything that stuck. Everything he said just cut some part of the armor that Drake has had around him for a long time, where he's just been this invincible guy. He's been the boy.
It does make
go on.
Sorry.
No, go on.
It does make me think he's going against a machine. Drake is a machine of the music business.
But I think also it also says a lot more about. I think the machine probably has an issue with him as well. Some elements of the machine probably has an issue with him as well. So
Can't control him.
So I heard something today saying, when you're around certain guys, for example, and Gabriel once done this and we all on this, if you go around certain guys and there's a guy that you knew that always got girls, money or not, they always got girls. Then you look at a guy that was just a normal kid, whatever, you didn't pay him no mind, didn't really get attention. Then he got bread and had bare girls around him and started moving weird.
Yeah.
That's the Drake effect.
Everyone knows that guy.
So it's kind of like, he does the same thing what the man that got girls did from young. Yeah. But it looks a bit more like, you can't chat to me now. Yeah. Like, you can't talk to me looking up now. You. You didn't want me when I was young, but now you want me. You know what I'm trying to say? That type of mentality, which is fine. But there gets a point when you get older where it's like, okay, cool, fine. Kendrick is addressing, for the whole thing, in my opinion, was addressing Drake the man. Like, J. Cole's grown with kids and settled. Yeah. I'm grown with kids. And at least I was open on my last album about where I fucked up and the rest of that stuff, and me trying to be better within myself. You're like 38 soon, and you're still doing stuff which
you're still the boy.
Young. Like,
I ain't seen the man yet.
If you've been like 15 years in hip hop or something, there at least should be a slowdown
or progression. Of
even in your music, there should be a change.
There's none.
But it looks like, okay, cool, I'm chilling with the younger crowd and the rest of that stuff. Now, this is the bit which I thought was really interesting, because I'm going to jump lyrics, but I'm going to go back.
Okay.
when he talks about the Atlanta part and going to thing,
Flip that slave bar.
right? Yeah, that slave bar is really, really intelligent when you break down everything that Kendrick says is reminiscent to the UK. So when he came to the UK,
Yep.
he was
Boy
around.
Better Know.
Yeah.
Boy Better Know,
all that.
gigs.
I think it was Sneakbo first, no?
Yeah, it was Sneaks. Right, yeah. Didn't want
Was
to
it
be
Section
there.
Boys as well?
Yeah. Didn't want to be
Came out
around.
to their show.
Didn't want to be around Porter Paper. Porter Paper even called man a creep. It's like them man like young
Slid
girls.
into his DMs or something.
Yeah.
innit?
So then all that stuff. Then now, who's he around? Central Seas. Like, he's around the lick. Everyone's like, oh yeah, but it's making them look good. No, but it also makes you look good.
Yeah.
So I'm not calling him a culture vulture, but ultimately, you need them as much as they need you.
Yeah.
Because for your lingo and your validity to be at a certain level, you also have to be around people in a certain network to make sure that you look good under certain lights.
Yeah.
So, as we're breaking it down, obviously, the John Stockton bar, the Bible bar, man called himself, obviously there's a Death Row bar, but
John Stockton bar was heavy.
Heavy.
very,
What does
Right, yeah.
OVO stand for?
we're not getting to that part yet.
Alright, if no one don't know, the John Stockton bar relates to Karl Malone, who had a child with a 50. I believe she was 15.
Yeah.
What, the John Stockton bar?
Yeah.
Now, also, he said, I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton.
Because John Stockton
John
used to
Stockton's
play
the
with
leader
Karl
of-
Malone.
No, but John Stockton is the leader of Assist
Sis. Yeah.
in basketball. So I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. He was known for passing. That was his thing. So, yeah.
Do you know about that one? Then he obviously sends for Chubbs again.
Yep.
And people's like, we always hear about this Chubbs guy, but we don't know what he's
You
on.
don't know?
Yeah.
What you saying about Backer was hilarious because Backer's meant to be the scary guy in his character.
But his case is crazy.
But
bro.
he's got. But that's
Human
the
trafficking.
thing. It even made you go, wait, what is this guy's case? People went looking for this guy's case to find out.
Case is mad. That's like, even as bad if you look at it now after man called him out on this song, all of the young girls have come out and been like, no, he's my godfather, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, sometimes,
shut
because,
up.
See what happened on TikTok?
no,
So there's a famous TikTok.
I don't have TikTok, bro. Come on now.
There's a famous TikToker girl she's just turned 18. But at the time, she was twerking in Ice Spice's Debbie video. I think she was 16 or 17. And obviously it was a big controversy online. But she's quite popular amongst the younger crowd. So she was on one of these streamers' platforms. And the streamer said to her, Drake's dad follows you. How? Like, why? This girl's just turned 18 like a couple days ago or something like that. And the girl's like, yeah, Drake's dad follows me. And then he was like, has Drake to you before that? She was like, I can't really confess to that because it's of legal stuff. Then she said, I don't mean confess, but I can't and it's like,
But there's a lot of people doing breakdowns of.
But then you know,
And now the fans
it's reason of doubt. So
That's all you need.
So if you put it doesn't, you see in rap beef or even in beef, yeah, no one cares about the truth and the lies entertaining. If you put doubt in someone's mind and certain things line up, naturally your brain is going to do the rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're calling man a predator and young girls and whatever like that stuff, it's fine. When we get to the final Drake song, you understand why it's everything he done in that is very problematic.
Yep.
So then,
Try
okay,
to do
cool.
damage control.
He speaks about that. He goes, Backer's got a weird case now, certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Right, yeah. Which I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. What? Don't F it up. What? Let me do it myself. Why are you trolling like a bitch on the internet? Right,
Aren't you tired?
Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, but it's probably A minor. Which is a flip from the old lyric, from his one.
Day
Fresh.
free.
No, free.
Yeah, from the day 3.
Yeah.
The song is recorded in A minor. A minor on a piano is a white key.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think Drake.
Holy shit.
You wanted it. He wanted
Why
it.
do you fuck with somebody who thinks like that?
He wanted
Then
it
yet again,
when he got it.
you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac. So this is where it becomes more problematic. Because where now it's like,
Fam, you can't go to certain places.
Like what Nipsey means to LA culture, what Tupac means to LA culture,
to Oakland.
what Dre means to LA culture,
Yep.
what Snoop means to LA, like they're pinnacles. But two of the 4 people I named are still alive.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So if that's the case and you're talking about these people, you're like, ooh. And as I said, the AI thing, especially where people that are about splits and money and the rest of that stuff, it doesn't look nice.
No.
Excuse me. So, done that stuff. OVO stands for bird N-words and bird bitches.
What's an owl?
Kendrick Lamar.
A bird bitches.
Kendrick Lamar's a petty, childish guy. Like, I was not a fool.
Someone said you should have known not to frig with a short king. Also, he's a Gemini.
Who's just quiet and minds his
this is
business.
another thing as well. People forget, like,
Don't ask him to come outside and stuff.
that whole culture, that West Coast culture is very confrontational.
Very.
Like, very. One of the most confrontational.
By the way, the minute I saw
cultures
yes, they scored. The minute I saw Kendrick do press ups in the most Compton way I've ever seen in my life.
What? Wait, that?
Yeah.
Yo.
It's so like stoic
Yeah.
that I was like, okay, cool. Like,
I could just imagine him saying, "What's up, cuz?"
Because I would say they're one of the cultures where it's like, no, we got to run a fade for that.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're my friend, we're going to run a fade.
bro, Drake was like, don't you people care about running a fade? Bro, even Wax said this, and I know people don't believe what Wax said. Yeah. I know people don't like what Wax said, yeah. Difference is, Kendrick can walk around LA without security. You can't. Yeah, they just scored. That's why I said yes. Right, yeah. So then, cool. You've done that part. The audience is not dumb. You can't shape a story. Letting people know. Like, you keep doing this weird stuff.
Hey Drake, they're not
working.
dumb. And he slowed that down when he said that. I've noticed it. In that whole verse, that's the one bit where he just got really slow. And he just said, hey Drake, they're not dumb.
Then the cockiness kicks in. Since 09, I had this bitch jumping.
Yep.
Let man know.
Facts.
Don't get twisted. I can make music like you.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
You gave me my first #1. But I've been doing this.
Yeah. I don't want to make music like you because I want to make music which sits with people. That's the difference. Right, yeah? Cool. Carried on going. Flipped over your boxes. What OVO stand for. Other vaginal options. Pause. Pussy. Yeah. He pauses. Gabriel, he pauses. What's OVO stand for? Other vaginal options.
That is
Pussy.
so...
He pauses. That's crazy to
That
me,
pause,
bro.
I had a feeling, something said, you would love that pause. I don't know why.
Then he said, you better straighten your posture. Right, yeah.
I think that's for 40.
Might write this for the doctorate. Tell the pop star quick hiding. F a caption. Want action, no action. Like, you keep putting up captions and doing the internet game.
Yeah.
Remember, even you calling man a woman beater, never responded to it.
Nope.
I'm one of the ones. The term is one does protest too much.
Yeah.
The minute you start defending yourself loudly and you're on the back
Yeah.
foot, goals taken away, bollocks.
Yeah.
Then you're in problem. Cool. Then he talks about the Rosen. He talks about South Central. Tells man, stop talking about Serena Williams.
Keep Serena's name out your...
Right, yeah? Another Compton native. So he's letting you know, listen.
A legend.
You're beefing.
Big legend.
You're beefing the greatest. Yeah? You're beefing.
Whose partner's name again, you've had in your mouth. Fam, you've got to stop talking
groupie.
about people's
You need to
people like
shut
that.
up.
Right, yeah? So then even then I'm like, okay, cool. You've done that. Kept on talking. Talks about registered place to live. Mentions Tupac again. It gets it gets vibey. Sweet chin music, yeah.
And I won't
So
pass the ox.
Yeah. Then there's the rest of the things. It's like, okay, cool.
He's floating that.
Having stack.
Oh, he's
1, 2,
floating
3,
that.
4, 5 plus 5.
Then calls man. Says devil is a 9.
Yep.
If devil is a lie, he is 69. God a freaky ass N words. Need to stay their ass inside. Right, yeah. The minute he said that, you knew it was going to be a flipping...
A tough day. Tough day at the office for Drake.
Tough day. You knew, once that hit TikTok alone...
It's going to be a tough summer. That's a summer hit.
It's a long summer,
That's
bro.
a jam.
Yeah.
Sorry, Reese, what date did that come out?
What, this one?
Not Like Us.
Came out a couple of days ago? One second, it came out.
When's
I need to check. It's been out. It's been
Sunday?
out.
Is it
Not
Sunday?
Like Us came out May 4th.
Can I also say that
Right.
the Meet the Grahams, that came out apparently when that alleged 11-year-old girl's birthday was. He timed it. Disgusting.
Do you know what's sorry?
Right.
Go on.
I
I need to just hit one
Listen.
more lyric before we do this kind of thing.
go.
yeah?
So
So
and I'm
then-
gonna say something after.
Obviously, after he breaks down the LA, he breaks down Once Upon a Time was in Chains. So he does a, what's that, 16? Does a 16 based on, to anyone who doesn't know, a 16 bar, sorry. Does a 16 based on him saying Kendrick trying to rap like he's freeing the slaves. And then decides to go into a bridge and go, he a fan, he a fan, he a fan. Freaky ass, he a fan, he a fan. Listen, the minute someone does that, yeah,
He's having
it's
fun with it,
over.
man.
Then man calls man an OV hoe.
To a two-step. To a call and response two-step.
Then it ends it with, are you my friend?
Are
Are we locked in? Then step this way, step this way, step this. Listen, the minute that part came into metric, if I'm Drake, I'm burning. Because if I'm Drake, there's two things I'm already annoyed about. The song's catchy, I gotta affirm that. You put out a song where man's talking to my mum, said to my mum, your son should die. Right, yeah, talking to my dad, should have left the condom on, and
The
you're speaking to
nerve
my
of you,
son.
Dennis.
Yeah.
That is
Right,
the
yeah.
coldest thing to say to somebody's
And
father.
probably, which is probably the most triggering for Drake, Drake's best single art Lucy's throwaway songs are his timestamp records.
Yeah.
He told Drake's son to not go chasing escorts.
Because that's what your
The
dad
mum
does.
is
Which is not an escort, she was
But
like
the
a
mum's a
soft
sex
porn.
worker.
Soft porn, soft porn, soft
Oh
porn.
my
Sex
god,
work.
no,
Soft porn, it's not the same thing.
No, that's sex work though.
It
The
isn't,
mum's
it
a sex
isn't.
worker.
I'm
Sex work.
arguing semantics where it isn't, it isn't.
It's a
He
little
said
sex worker.
he said to the boy, don't be ashamed of who you're with. That's what we say for your mum. What?
It's nasty work. He's a nasty.
He's a nasty
That's a bleep, my friend.
Nah. One of them had to fly. Let one fly.
But I didn't realize
Fucking
that was
hell.
Drake's mum in the beginning of
Dear Sandra.
Family Matters.
What? Drake? Yeah, I saw you before. I
Drake's
don't
mum's
know.
always getting involved, and she needs to sit
And
down.
then he uses the N-word. I'm like,
Drake's mum's always
All
getting
right.
involved.
So
what you gonna say?
so it came out May 4th. Today is May the 8th. So in 4 days,
It's broken Spotify record.
let me give you a list. It's a list. In 4 days, Not Like Us is number 1 on Apple Music in 40 countries.
Damn.
It's the number 1 most streamed song in the world right now. It's gonna debut at number 1 on Billboard, which is
also-
Kendrick's
it's-
fourth number 1. It's got the most streams ever in a single day for a solo rap song. It's the most streamed rap song ever in a single day in the US. It's the biggest streaming day for a rap song on Spotify in 2024. It's the most views in a single day for a rap song on YouTube in
But
2024.
Ego will also say that if you weren't clashing Drake, you wouldn't get it.
It's the second biggest streaming day of all time for a rap song on Spotify, 11.8 million. It's the first rap song to receive 11 million streams outside its opening day in Spotify history,
that's why Drake
and it
did
will
that.
be the first rap song to go number 1 with a shortened tracking week,
that's
meaning it hasn't come out
On a
at-
Friday.
Yeah.
And
That's
also,
why- that's
and
the main
also,
reason why he's gonna
it's
do that.
played in the NBA final.
They've played it in
And
the
baseball.
NBA playoff finals,
And baseball.
and there was a baseball player who used it as his coming out music,
Whoa.
Hey yo,
Yeah.
and he wanted the world to know. Box. Yeah, see?
But you know what
That's
it
what you
is?
need.
This is what it is. If Drake loses everything, right, there's one thing Drake is almost guaranteed to win in life when it comes to music.
Money.
And that's the numbers game. But he's lost that.
This
He's
time.
lost the numbers
He
game.
lost it on YouTube. He lost it on YouTube as well.
but I'm hearing rumors that the record label trying to get Kendrick to apologize because
Family
it's losing
Man-
brand deals and stuff like that for Drake.
Yeah.
He won't apologize. So then
Kendrick, he's standing on business.
we've done that, and then we go into the Heart Part 6,
Terrible.
which is generally Kendrick's
Heart series.
yeah, probably one of my favorite parts of
I do like that they've both kind of done each other's version of each other's songs.
There is one positive I like about the song, by the way. He starts the song with Aretha Franklin. With "Now let me see you prove it, just let me see you prove it." All right, which is saying, okay, if I've got a you, because he said, "Oh, I don't have an 11-year-old daughter." It doesn't mean you don't have a daughter. It just means I don't have an 11-year-old daughter.
Maybe she's 12.
Yeah. But yeah. So, even other things. The first line is, the Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. Now, me, if I'm a rapper, yeah.
I'm not gonna start talking about your
No. If I'm a rapper and the highest achievement you have is a Pulitzer Prize, it means you are exceptional with words. That's not to say that you can look at a Pulitzer Prize like a Grammy.
No.
Sometimes you can't.
No.
So if you're given a Pulitzer Prize, it means you're the best at
words.
Okay, cool. So that in itself, even the way I broke that, and you're gonna think this is mad disrespectful, yeah. That song with Jack Harlow and Dave that you don't like, right? Yeah. In the ratio of that, Dave is Kendrick, Jack Harlow is Drake. That's not to say that Jack Harlow's a bad rapper.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't think because I still think Drake's best verse in the last year
is with Jack
was on Churchill Downs.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm not a dickhead. It's amazing.
No, it is.
Right, yeah.
It's great verse.
Yeah. But even on that song, that for Jack Harlow to rap, it's not a bad verse. But
he's with
Dave spins as a UK artist next to an established American artist.
Yeah.
And that's what you're looking at like, huh. All right.
Interesting.
Okay. All right. So, obviously, speaks about Pulitzer Prize. Then he doubles down and says, "We gave you this information and what you like act like an idiot."
Lies!
Shameless from Drake.
The issue with that is, and I've got to take my Kendrick cape off because I don't know if my Kendrick cape's been on in this conversation, right? Yeah, because I have a leveled bias, but I have a level bias to good music. The reason why I think is bollocks is because for me, tone is everything. The song based on the chest you've had for the whole process, you've been chesty, bro. You need Cavonia. Yeah,
Cavonia.
Like that's how chesty you came.
He sounded
to the fight.
He sounded tired. There was no energy in it.
There was no energy in it
compared to what we even brought in Family
conviction.
No passion, no energy. Even from the energy that he had in Family Matters, and again, I will say it, he killed that drill verse madly. The energy he even had in that was totally missing by the Heart Part 6, which kind of even leaned towards the fact that you were like, wait, he sounds like...
The last diss track, he threw in the towel. He threw it.
But he left it open at the end. So even when he talks about like, I'm a war general, season in preparation, I agree. But I don't believe he was prepped. I think the song got put out and no one said, you shouldn't say that. Do you know what I mean? So... we plotting for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old. I bet he takes it, speaks about it, thirsty, cool, and whatever. The Maybach gloves. He tries to devalue. He tries to 8 Mile the situation.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work.
Nope.
It doesn't work. Yeah. Then, which I think is the dumbest thing ever. Right. Yeah. And this is where I was disappointed in Drake. Because for most of it, I've not been disappointed in Drake. I've been actually very surprised. Because it actually got to see... It's good to see man showcase his ability in full.
Yes.
Away from like...
And he's a good writer. Look, Drake...
No, he's an exceptional writer.
Yeah.
You can still have the ghostwriting allegation that you can look at the...
He will always have the ghostwriting.
The productions of the people that work on the track.
But the thing that people have wanted from Drake is for Drake to rap.
Yeah, and he does on the time step ones.
Yeah.
So, yet again, he goes back into it and he speaks about denying the Whitney allegations... Following day 3, you've not seen your kids in 6 months, right? Yeah, could also be true. This is where it gets a bit mad.
Coulda, shoulda.
Right, yeah, this is where it gets a bit mad. Speaking on anything with a child, let's get to that now. The Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected.
Kendrick didn't even mention Epstein. He said Weinstein. So why is he mentioning Epstein?
And that's why I said it's failure to prepare. Right, yeah, instead of being on some this direct shit. You rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit, but you was doing the same thing online. But this is like 48 Laws of Power. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, 48 Yeah.
Yeah. You played your way, and you tried to play the same way like you was dealing with a guy from Philly.
Yeah.
But the guy from Philly, respectfully, is not respected in Philly in certain circles. Kendrick is respected in LA by everyone.
Everywhere.
Because he doesn't care about the fame part.
Mm-hmm.
I put out music, I let the critics do what they do, and I go back into minding my business.
But you know why? Because I don't want to downplay the Drake victory against Meek Mill. The Drake victory against Meek Mill was impressive because Meek Mill is
Twitter fingers
a
as well.
battle rapper.
And he's a Twitter fingers.
And he's an emotional dude.
So that, like, the fact he beat him in the game of battle rapping, which is his thing.
Yeah, but the Meek battle rapper wasn't the Meek that Drake took out.
No, but still.
Took out Meek the artist.
No, but still.
Have you heard the way Meek raps now? Bro,
He took out Meek.
He's
Yeah.
done, bro.
No,
Yeah.
but still, we're talking about, like,
I think Q-Tip's better than Meek, better than Meek now.
Who?
Q-Tip.
Yeah.
Q-Tip.
As in from Tribe Called Quest?
Q-Tip's forever rapped well.
I think always.
He's forever rapped well.
Which one's Q-Tip again?
The main one.
Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
You're an idiot.
Give me one.
You're an idiot. First of all, I don't like the way
ever say that
I don't like the way you
again.
fixed your face when you did
I'm the
that,
black
bro.
intellect and I'm profound.
Q-Tip had a couple.
Oh my
ghostwriters.
God, yes.
I think,
Oh my-
Consequence used to be a ghostwriter for Q-Tip. I'm not sure about Q-Tip.
No, he didn't have a ghostwriter.
Q-Tip used to. Consequence wrote for Q-Tip.
He wrote for
Consequence
Kanye.
used to-
And Q-Tip.
I don't remember him writing.
He-
That's
he-
his cousin. I don't remember him
wrote
writing.
for Q-Tip.
For-
Consequence has wrote for.
Close the football game and show me that on paper, please. I need the
Yeah,
paperwork.
give me proof.
What,
Don't do a Drake.
wait, hold on.
So mother R, wait a second.
Oh, he fucked up here.
Ain't that the song when you got molested?
Or the whole connection.
Wow.
So the problem is, yeah, and this is the biggest issue I have here. People could be like, oh, but they're talking about telling the truth and lies. The difference is, Mother I Sober is a great Kendrick song. Mm-hmm. On the song, he talks about his issues loudly. He talks about the fact that his mum was
Molested.
essayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. When she was younger, and then because of some weird cousin, they assumed that he was.
Yeah.
Which he says he wasn't.
Yeah.
And he's saying he wasn't. Obviously, Drake didn't listen.
Nope.
Right, yeah.
No, his ghostwriters didn't listen.
Yeah. Also,
The team didn't.
also,
You're right. You might be right.
also, he says at the end of that song to his kids, by the time you hear this, Whitney's gone. So they're not together anymore. But this is why I tell people that don't listen to lyrics. They're not together no more. They sold their house. Thank God, Real Madrid. Right, yeah. They sold their house. Right, yeah. That's why Kendrick's living in New York. And I'm not sure where she lives. So everyone's like, oh, yeah, that's why she's got her lick back. Boom. So you remember, you've called man a woman beater. Right, yeah. Not anyone, no TDE, no Whitney Alford, nobody has, no Day 3, no one's come out and said anything.
Nope.
Right, yeah? Because someone's like, oh, they're too quiet. There's no... Once you start protesting on the internet, you look guilty.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up. This woman beating thing has been addressed before. Years ago in The Pimp a Butterfly, when he had an interview on The Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
Hostelu.
What a poor goal to concede.
Oh.
No.
Right, yeah. So when they got brought up and Angeli said that and he said, bro, he's like, oh.
I remember that.
And he said, they should apologize. Not to me, but to women that got out there.
The way he spoke about it.
He spoke about it with passion and left as that. Right, yeah. Now, the issue I have with that, not only that, everything there, if you wanted to, is easy there to break down. You could have spoken about his mum, but you didn't. Now, the reason why in this process Drake has fucked up, because he starts off the song saying, where's your uncle? I want to talk to the man in the house. His uncle is trans. So then, you're being transphobic. Then you've had the Weekend lyric that your music only plays in Pride, with Pride. So you're being homophobic, right? Yeah. So then you keep going down, and you're talking about spiraling. But some of the things you're doing, and a lot of your fan base are young people who happen to be gender fluid or the rest of that
I was
stuff.
going to say in traditional hip hop that can work, but because of Drake's fan base, it can't work.
Yeah.
You know what messed up.
They tried
as
to
well?
cancel Eminem. Like Eminem don't cater to you lot.
You know what he messed up as well.
Go on.
Besides all the rest of it, when he mentioned Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh my God, I was getting to that part. That's mad.
Would you mention her name?
Oh yeah, there is one Drake lyric I have to give him props for. I had to do a Kim to it. I had to skim through it. That's a fucking bar.
Like, even when
That's a bar.
Even the bar about trust me when I say I'll hit you back is a lot safer. That's a good bar. That's a good bar.
There are bars.
I just wasn't impressed with his delivery.
Well, yeah, the Mariah Carey touched my body, loved it. This is the most This is the most problematic lyric I have heard in a very long time.
I know what you're gonna say.
If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd been arrested.
You dumb idiot.
What?
Ain't you learned by the R. Kelly thing? Puff Daddy thing?
He said Drake's not a name that you will see on a sex offenders list.
They were like, his name's Aubrey.
You know what?
Duh.
I just think it's always a shambles when you do a diss track defending yourself.
Yeah.
He's in the back foot.
And the amazing, and this is what was cerebral.
Wait. 1 second. There's more. There's more. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I would have been arrested. I'm way too famous for this shit, as you suggested. What?
They're the ones that do it.
Oh God.
And the funniest thing is that when I heard that, I just thought, well, that's the whitest thing you could ever say.
No, but even
that's the richest thing
you would never, as a brother, feel like that.
I think Zeus and
Bilu.
Well, okay.
I think Drake.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one.
Drake called Kendrick something. I think he called him a piece of shit.
Yeah.
They were like, that's such a white insult.
You piece of shit.
You piece of shit.
Then he was like, what is it? Then the deep cuts. He goes, like, if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant, talk about breeding resentment. I'm not sure how to ease the sentiment. This shit's too intimate. Like, that flow's fine. Then when he talks about Drake's not an easy name that you go and see on the sex offenders list, Easy does it. You mentioned A minor, but N-word's got a B sharp. That flow's sick. Yes, Madrid! Sorry. Right, yeah. Apologies to listeners. Do apologize. That A minor flip is cold. It's cold. I understand people feel a way about it. It's cold. I'm not gonna listen. I'm a hip hop elitist. I'm not gonna act like it's not a bar. It's a bar. Right? Yeah.
What was it? B what?
You mentioned A minor, but N-word's got a B sharp, and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with a razor and do Rick Ross air like that one flight from Malaysia. Bro, it flows cold. I know what Mark's doing, but it flows cold.
He's delivering.
You ain't slitting nothing.
He's delivering.
I want to give Drake his credit. Man.
I'll give him credit sometimes.
You don't want to do
I tell you my favorite, one of my favorite Drake songs for a while.
Don't you got it?
Sometimes I think it's the beat though. Free Smoke. I love that track.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Then this is the most problematic bar of this entire song.
This one?
I'm your baby mother's screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I've never looked twice at no teenager brother. What are you doing?
Why are you looking at once?
No one's mentioned Millie Bobby Brown. No one.
He's a bit weird still.
How can you be texting her saying you miss her?
Why even mention her name in the sentence?
Because everything's getting addressed now.
You know why? Because
the internet's talking.
And again, this is just leads to the cerebral. No, this is the cerebral insanity of what Kendrick Lamar did without really saying much. He fed you the breadcrumbs that you will then go and find out, because as soon as he said certain things, clips started appearing of Drake doing real sketchy looking things.
And people saying 17-year-old in the concert.
She came out and spoke. She's 31 now and said
she could be paid for that.
And said it was a part of the thing. It's like,
her dad brought it there.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but the things he done on stage is still questionable. When he found her age.
One guy, some YouTuber was like, I just realized my fucking goat's a creep.
No. What he said to a 17-year-old is still.
It's still creep. Oh, why are you built like that? I'm like
that
what?
Again, it just leans. So it just makes you further look at him, but it's beautiful because you're looking at him through the things he's saying.
Yeah.
Through the things he's saying. So you're more painting a picture of us. You're more painting a picture to us that the things that this guy has said in our ear, which were like, they could be right, they could be true, they could be lies. And then you're saying something and it's like, oh.
But there's a time frame. There's a time.
What like he's saying
online,
sense.
Is it Billie
Eilish?
Yeah. When she turned 18.
Katie is bestie.
He was just like, I've been waiting for this. Beg your pardon?
What?
Huh?
Nasty bitch.
Nasty son of a bitch.
So then
nasty.
He goes into what is it? I'm an effing hit maker, dog not old peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm suffering in each chamber, your ass. In extreme danger. That's a why, but okay.
Why are you rapping it better than Drake?
Stop button, baby.
There's more conviction. You rapping it, Drake was inside and dead.
I'm rapping this mad laissez-faire, you know.
That's how he was worse than that.
Then what is it?
Defeated.
Stop buying views and bot comments, bro. You've been doing that.
Is he speaking to himself?
You may as well keep the paper. Shit, you about to need it for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. Then why mention it?
Who was talking about streaming?
And that's what I said. This reads angry.
This reads like he's chatting to himself.
No, but this reads angry.
It reads like he's responding to the internet's response of this beef.
Yeah.
And he's responding to things that
he's read,
that you cannot deny, that are actually there, that are tangible things, that are proving to some people that Kendrick is winning it, and you're trying to say, I don't care about
it. As
it.
sick as this instrumental is, right, yeah, I would have preferred he took time and wrote this better, because certain words shouldn't be in this. Yeah.
I don't know who advised him with the
I think he just did it.
lines.
Then this is the last of the worst lyrics in this song. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you're still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. That's crazy.
Ew.
It's gross. Said if they delete his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. Well, you can't compare a woman beater to someone who is a serial abuser.
And in that situation, it wasn't Kendrick who did that. It was someone from the label who had actually done that on...
No, but he's calling Kendrick a woman beater.
No, I know. But I'm just saying he's actually referring to something where there was an incident where R. Kelly's music was going to be taken off Spotify, and someone from the label said, "Oh, well, we're going to take Kendrick Lamar's music off too." But it wasn't actually Kendrick who said that.
Then what makes it worse is after that, he stopped rapping.
Oh, yeah, he starts talking. I'm just like, nope, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, when he stopped and then the music kept playing, I went, uh-oh.
Because he's played the internet games, that's the problem. The internet games is what has effed him.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is if he just shut the F up, in my opinion, and just let it run the natural course, but you tried to play with let's use Kai Sanats, let's use the streamers, let's do all of that stuff, let's do the memes, bro, just be quiet.
Let's get Ak involved.
Because it's like, the rapper. So we'll go by Mr. the rapper, yeah. And I'm going by Raw one, for example, yeah.
Chi.
And O's the well-known one. We're both well-known, but O has a bigger notoriety.
Yeah.
Right. And O's playing the internet game, and even the little shots at my kids, my partner, my ex-partner, calling me a woman beater, for example. Not once, whether I'm hot or not, have I rebutted or said anything on the internet. Not said a word. Even you say, day 3, followed your missus and you followed your missus. Anyone who's been a fan of Kendrick knows Kendrick don't use social media.
Then that's been that way for time. It's not like that recently happened as well.
But if that's the mother of my child, I have her number.
Yeah.
Why would I need her on social media?
I never understood that. Oh, she's not following
Especially if I don't use it. He don't follow no one. He follows PG Lang.
It's childish.
Listen, I'll be honest. I want, from a selfish perspective, I want one more song from both of them.
No, I don't think Drake's dropping again.
I think he'll probably drop by the end of the week.
That Heart Part 6.
I think he drops Friday.
Deflated.
I think he drops Friday. That song's probably called.
Drop what? It wasn't me.
The End. I think he'll put The End.
The End.
Or Savior. I think he'll probably drop something called Savior.
No, I don't think he's dropping that. He's got to worry about security.
But then apparently he was supposed to drop yesterday, but then the security thing happened.
Apparently that's how it's weekends, people.
And on glides, that's crazy.
But apparently they said the week before.
Man said the weekend said in the week. That's crazy. That's mad.
The weekend before they said that Weekend's bodyguard got popped. So I don't know what's going on over there.
Mob ties.
I like you. I've heard that thing where the labels are apparently getting involved.
The labels are making money from this.
No. Drake's labels. Drake's starting to lose.
The brand starting to lose money.
Brand deals are starting to get worried.
They're both signed to the same label. They're both under Universal.
No, but I'm talking about the brands. Brands are looking at Drake differently.
Why? Because man, I'm calling you. Yeah, because I'm calling man a pedophile.
Yeah.
Especially in the climate we're in now. Innit, Gabriel? Man, start calling you a pedo.
You can't get away with it.
All right. Honestly, what for you? If you was in the OVO camp,
I wouldn't be.
what would you be advising Drake?
Stop talking. But I would have advised him not to put out that song.
Oh yeah.
Because especially with that beat, and I agreed with something Joe Budden said earlier on, if that beat was given to like the game,
Yeah. Oh.
right? Yeah.
I see
like,
he wants to get involved with Rick Ross. I'm like,
No, but
no,
if
no one's calling you.
If
man.
it was given to someone like that,
Yeah.
then you're gonna hear bars like an old Joe Budden. You're gonna hear bars. It's a beat. It's like 96 bars of revenge. You want to hear like bars of like the most wildest stuff of whatever. But because he sounds so deflated on the song, the beat carries it. But you're just like,
Oh, what are you talking about? Heart Part 6?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
the beat's sensational.
Drake ain't on that.
I don't even think this is a asterisk against him.
It's a question mark against him.
I don't think so.
I think it's tested his character. I think that's the best way to get at Drake.
No, I think Drake's character was tested when he didn't want to reply to Push.
Because he couldn't.
But I also
I
believe,
think it's just another reminder that he's not as Teflon as he paints.
and also
But he paints it really well.
I also
because
believe-
it makes you forget.
though Push won that, Push was the wrong person. If that was Kendrick that did that, it hits 10 times harder. Don't get twisted. Story of Adidon is probably a top 5 diss song.
Easily.
I'll probably say top 3 if I'm being honest.
Tick, tick, tick. That's
That boy's 6'6".
That's disgusting.
I need to listen on the way home.
That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
I need to listen on the way
I
home.
love it.
No, I need to go back and listen to Infrared, then that. Because Infrared is sick as well.
What do you think the next step is?
For who?
Both of them.
Well, I'm hearing rumours that K-Dot will drop an album.
I think if he has one in the tuck,
I don't think they'll do another. They'll do another.
I think
after this.
He's got no reason to reply to that shit.
if he has one in the tuck, because Kendrick, I think currently Drake has 6 diss songs out, Kendrick has 5. I think that's what it is, unless I count it wrong. If he has one in the tuck, like an album in the tuck, I'll be honest, this might be the only time I want to hear like an ignorant album from Kendrick. But you won't get it.
No.
Right. Because as much as people that are, Mr. Morale and whatever wasn't a good album, I really like the album. It's introspective. I think people like Mr. Morale's for those people who's gone to therapy and they're in a space where they're trying to get better.
The thing I love and appreciate about Kendrick, every album is giving you a different part of him.
Yeah.
And for that, I respect him as an artist and as a man. Like, you don't get that sometimes with many artists where they just follow trends and they'll make an album on that trend or whatever. With Kendrick, you can tell a body of work is a body of work.
Can't really respect the boy.
Was a man.
I
I would love it if Kendrick drops an album and let's say one of the tracks features Pusha T.
I think the worst part of that is if he drops an album and the songs he's put and the song on there has flipping Rihanna on it.
And she's throwing shots at. Yeah, what? Drake is such a bitter man.
He has it. He's got a history of just talking about other people's people, and it never ends him up in a good place.
No.
It never ends well for you when you talk about people's families and they say to you, "Don't talk about my family," and you do it.
I think the pre-warning is the warning, innit? Like, I think that's what it is. If I pre-warn you not to do something, you do it. I'm like, okay, cool, say no.
Cool, innit?
I love the fact that Kendrick did remind people about the someone pissing on him.
But he did it discreet.
He did it discreetly, but I caught it.
Even the Diddy slap
Yeah,
is.
you've been tested.
I think the best takeaway from this, and I just like the fact of he put out 5 songs that sounded completely different, and
His flow was completely different, every single one of them.
He gave us music.
the Drake way.
He gave us music. Like you said, he did what, 4 tracks altogether.
Yeah, 5.
He did 5 tracks.
Like if you include like that, then it's 5. So
He
it's
gave
meet
us-
the
because
Graham,
even
Euphoria.
like that from any of the other tunes, completely different. So he's given us 5 completely different tracks. 4 of them surgically just cutting someone
Alright.
somewhere.
I want to go around the room, pick top one for you? You can only pick one at the stuff that he's released.
What, Kendrick?
Or for both.
All right, for
Kendrick
both.
or Drake.
Yeah, for both. All right, start with you, birthday boy. For Drake, which one you picking?
For Family Matters.
I think that was obvious.
I give him Family Matters. He flowed. He yeah. If you're looking at it in terms of a diss track, great. If you're looking at it in terms of rapping, great. In terms of flow, how he did it, what he said, that drill middle, wicked, firm. And I'm like you. I'm not really a Drake person these days. Used to be, not anymore. But when good rapping is good rapping, you just gotta say yeah.
Yeah, you appreciate
smash that.
The Kendrick one though?
Kendrick, if you would have asked me like maybe a day or two ago, I maybe would have said easily, no, but Not Like Us is something different. So I think I kind of want to separate that from the others.
I'll just be fucking honest, man.
616 in LA.
You know what's beautiful about that as well?
I think for
Obviously,
me,
that's co-produced by Taylor Swift's producer and produced by Soundwave. That is just genius.
he made a tailor-made song.
All right, so
And he didn't tell you that. That's just for you to figure out.
Yeah. Reese?
Don't fuck with somebody who thinks like that.
So mine is Family Matters
God.
because it gives you what you got on Euphoria, where you get 3 different beats, you
Yeah.
get 3 different ones.
Right?
For me, there's not a weak Kendrick one.
There isn't a weak one, yeah, but it depends on what you want. For bars, it is between 616 and Meet the Grahams. I think Meet the Grahams is probably the best one. Meet the Grahams is probably the best one, but some people say it's therapy. But for high energy and to get you absolutely rattled,
Jesus Christ.
Not Like Us is probably gonna be one of the. I agree with Gabs. It's the song. It will be the song of the summer. And I heard someone say earlier on. Yeah, people are lucky that them uni dons who stamp and the trumpet bands ain't out. Because,
the
boy,
steppers.
it would have been long. man, sea walking. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Gabs?
I think it's Euphoria for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
The
Euphoria. For me.
superpower getting neutralized. And
How you begin?
I can only watch it in silence.
And your Drake one?
Oh, God.
Meet the Grahams. Meet Family Matters.
Nah. It's
Push-ups?
Push on garbage.
No, it'll be the one with the. It will be the computerized one with.
The AI one?
Tailor-made.
Yeah.
Ew.
It'll be that one.
Yuck.
You know what? If
But I don't.
you know what I would have given
I
up.
don't really like the Drake.
No,
ones
do you know
like
what?
that.
Do you know what would have given Drake more? You see, when he did the AI one, when he did the 2-pack voice, if he rapped enemies, then I would have said yeah, but he didn't do it.
He didn't.
So I knew it was, you know what I'm trying to say.
And it's the flow sounded like Drake.
But if he just did the enemies killing me,
You could have bought it more.
yeah. But that's been our breakdown of that. I don't think I can add anything more to that, guys. You want to add anything before we have to wrap?
I would say mine.
Oh, sorry, I thought about that. Apologies.
Drake one, obvious is Family Matters. Kendrick one, there's so many, but I may have to go with Euphoria. But I love all of them.
So much.
Yeah, I love all of them. So yeah, it's hard. But before we go, I wanted to, on a different note, I wanted to say rest in peace to a family, not a family member, but a friend of the family, Mr. Lewis, very close to my mum and my brothers. May you rest in peace.
Shout out Mr.
Sending
Lewis.
love and blessings to his family. But yeah, that's it from me. And happy birthday in advance to Gabs.
Old foot,
Everything with me is blessed.
keep making me dance, waving my hand. Okay. Gabs?
Nah, wrong. We should have done it again, man. I'm pissed off.
One of the light-skinned brothers from Ends is going to win a Champions League title, and I'm happy, bruv.
Yeah.
For me, this has been a great episode. Happy to be back. You can find this DSP on all your favorite DSPs. My personal favorite YouTube. Casey Dia will be back soon. Do you know what he's playing? So gone over you. We're back on all your favorite DSPs. My personal favorite YouTube. You can find mine, Mark, O, KD's, and Gabriel's information in the description below. Bro, you're pissed. You got to block this out on YouTube, so it's not me.
No, I haven't.
Right, yeah. You can find.
He's taking off the copyright.
copyright.
Oh yeah, you can.
Copyright.
You can find.
Thanks, Kendrick.
The website link, the TikTok link, the Spotify playlist link, Mark's photography website, and O's book website. Book soon land soon. I've been Reese. To my left's been.
Oh.
Next to him's been.
Drinks.
Behind the camera's been.
Gabriel.
Cell Block 1.
Oh no.
Crazy.
Not with his nose.
Peace, love and guidance, peace and blessings. And remember, it's a K-Dot summer. Love and guidance, bro.
What? Minor. Peace.
Crazy. Real Madrid